Okay, welcome everyone. Let's start wide leg with the wide leg, but without the folding forward. So just resting your hands on your thighs, sitting onto your heels, and lift your shoulders up and down the back. And give your head a little shake, yes or no, or yes and no. So just getting yourself ready to take a few moments. If this is really uncomfortable for you, you can always change it. You can always sit cross-legged. But if you're all right here for a moment, you could rub your hands up and down your thighs, just feeling that connection with yourself. Now, when you feel ready, just letting your eyes close, take a few moments, breathing in and out through your nose. Using the breath to help establish that you are here, that you are ready for the practice. Letting go of all the things that you have to do today. Using the breath to guide you right here, right now. Long breaths in and slow breaths out. On the exhale, think about drawing everything inwards. On the inhale, think about that inflation. And on the exhale, drawing everything inwards, not just the physical, so not just drawing the belly button back, but all your power, all your focus, all your strength. One more breath. You can keep your eyes closed as you fold forwards into your child's pose, forehead down into the mat, and see how that feels for you this morning. I want to kind of pick up on what we did yesterday and add on. So if you didn't manage to do it yet, doesn't matter. But if you did do it yesterday, then kind of picking up from where we left off yesterday. You can reach the arms as far forwards as feels good now, maybe creeping the right hand a little bit further forwards, left hand a little bit further forwards. Then come into a twist, right arm underneath you towards the left side. And then you can bend your right arm, press your left palm on top of the right palm, and push down through the left hand into the twist. Now, without opening or lifting up your right hip. Your head might hang heavy, it might rest on the floor. You'll see what your body will let you do today. Release. Taking the arms back out in front. Left arm underneath you towards the right side, and you do need that arm quite parallel to the shoulder. If it's too close to your knee, it becomes a little bit difficult. So you're going to bend the left arm, put the right palm on top of the left palm. And then relax the head down. We use the floor to help you twist here. The floor and the right arm. And twisting, coming back. Taking the arms back out in front. Now press your palms together. And then see if you can take your hands behind your head now. Take a few breaths, pushing down through the elbows. Seeing if you can get that extra stretch. As you stay there for a moment, imagine if you were flipped upside down and that you were doing a wheel with your arms in this shape. So that from the baby fingers to the elbow would be on the floor, and you'd be pushing through the chest to lift up into that wheel shape. And here you're using the floor to help you feel that. Okay, maybe one day you'll get into it from the other way. Releasing the arms back down. Walking the hands back underneath. Bring your knees together. I'm already feeling things. Walk your hands all the way out in front again. And relax over your closed legs, forehead down towards the floor. So now, it's nice if you feel, if it suits you, take your hands back towards your feet. And then let your shoulders wrap over your thighs. Make sure there's no tension in the neck and you just let the head sway from side to side if you've got the head on the floor. Taking one more breath here. Then walking the hands all the way back out. Come up onto all fours. And then just start to rock forwards and back, taking the hips as far forwards as you can and as far back as you can. Counterposing the big forward fold in your child's pose. Yes, you might feel like you need that in your hips now to lengthen the front of the thighs. And you can take little circles, moving through the fingertips and the heels of the hands. And then taking the circles the other way. And then back onto all fours and into your cat-cows, letting the belly sink, lift the head, chest up, and then round into the back. Okay, just do that a few times. Just think about creating a little bit of heat now, a little bit more movement, a little bit more awareness. Last one. You can come to a neutral spine. We're going to come into that twist again. Right arm underneath you towards the left side, but this time keep the hips above the knees. Left fingers to the top of the mat just for a moment. And then maybe you can bend your right arm, press your palms together. Relax your head, breathe in and try and hook your right hip back. See if that helps you create a bit more space. Good. Releasing that twist, coming all the way back up onto all fours. And then left arm towards the left side. And again, going for the twist, so you're going to bend your left arm, press your palms together, and relax your head on the floor. And of course, you can just keep your arms out if you need to. Once you're there, try and pull your left hip back. And releasing the arms and come all the way back up. Hopefully things are starting to let go. And now come into a puppy pose. But have your hands closer together. Take your elbows to the floor. That's it, keep those hips above the knees. Press your palms together. And then again, take your thumbs behind your head. The more you press down through the elbows, the more of that upward feeling you're going to get with the upper back. Take one more breath. Use the floor to help you find your way into this pose. And you're releasing the arms, walking the hands back underneath your shoulders. How does all that feel? We'll take one more cat-cow, let the belly sink and lift the head, chest up. And then push away and round into the back. Come back into a neutral spine. Let's tuck the toes under and then sit back into the heels. Those toes feel pretty stiff there. And then walk your hands back towards your knees. I'll say we'll come up to seated on the feet for a moment. Inhale, lift your arms up. And then exhale, take the hands behind you. Squeeze your elbows into your ears now. And push your head into your hands as you try and lift and open up the chest. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze the elbows in. Feel that lift upwards. And when you're ready, release. Hopefully those feet are okay. Palms down. Let your belly sink, and we're going to lift the hips up and back into downward dog. Okay, so start to take your awareness down into your feet. Give them a little wiggle, stepping, alternating, letting the hips move from side to side. Now we lift the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip and draw a big circle with the right knee. Yeah, take the circle the other way. Yeah, bring your right knee into your nose and then take your right ankle on the front of your left thigh. Push your hips back into a little downward dog, funky chair pose. How's that feel in your right hip? Put the right foot inside the right thumb and then lower the left knee to the floor. Release the left toes, lift your arms up, press your palms together and let your hands go behind your head. Lift the elbows up. We'll take a twist, bringing the hands heart center and then twisting towards the right side. Push down to the left elbow, look up to the right elbow. Releasing the hands, take them either side, front foot, come back onto your left knee, and then draw the right toes up to the sky. Oh, welcome to your right hamstring. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the head, chest up. You can bend back into the right leg, tucking the back toes, lift the back knee, and front foot to the back. Find your first plank pose. You can rock forwards and back a little bit. Just feel where is the strength in your core. And then bend the knees and push the hips up and back into downward facing dog again. Okay, now we'll take the left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and open up that hip and draw a big circle with the left leg. So take the circle the other way, trying to find a nice smooth pathway. Then you can bring your left knee in between your arms and then hook your left ankle in front of your right thigh, pushing back into that funky chair. Inhale. As you exhale, left foot inside left thumb. And once you get there, lower the right knee, release the right toes. Lift your arms up, press your palms together, take the hands behind your head. That's it, good. Squeeze the arms into the ears. And see if you can lean it back. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring the hands back through heart center and now twist towards the left, right elbow onto your knee. Push down through the palms into this twist now. Good. Imagine you're dragging your left heel towards your right foot. See if that helps you into the twist. How's your breathing going? And then release, take the hands either side front foot. We'll come back onto the right knee and then draw the left toes up to the sky. Welcome to your left hamstring. Use your breath to guide you into that left hamstring. Good, let's rebend into the left leg, tucking the back toes, lift the back knee, front foot to the back into your plank, and again, just rock forwards and back. Could even take little circles this time, pushing through the fingertips, heels of the hands. And then bend the knees and push the hips up and back into your downward dog. Big breath in your downward dog. Long breath out. Yeah, let's keep moving. Right leg up, bend the knee and open up your hip. Draw a big circle with the right leg again. And then take the circle the other way. Hopefully it's all starting to feel a little bit better now. Right knee in between your arms. Right ankle in front of the left thigh. Push the hips up. Now stay here. Bring your right hand next to your left hand. Yeah, so step it next to that left hand. Start to turn the left toes towards the left side, dropping the left heel down, and then sit your hips down into the floor here, keeping that the shape of the legs, left arm up to the sky. How's that feel there? Yeah, now bring your left hand back next to your right hand. Take your right hand back over to the right side and then come back into your funky chair in the down dog. And right foot inside right thumb. Let's come up into a high lunge. Press your palms together, elbows behind you, and then see if you can lean back. Really straighten into the back leg. Back into your twist. Bring your palms together. Twist towards the right, left elbow onto your knee. Can you lift up that left hip? That left hip seems to drop here as we want to twist. Taking your hands down either side of the front foot, and then work on straightening your right leg. Hands can be on blocks here. Don't have to straighten the leg completely, we just see where we get to. Good. Taking your right foot all the way back to the back of the mat, find your plank, draw little circles again. Take the circles the other way. You can let the heels fall towards the right side. Keep your left hand down. Lift the heels up, let them fall to the other side. Draw your chest forwards. Lifting the heels up, bend the knees, push the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Big breath in and long breath out. Left leg lifts up to the sky. Bend the knee, open up that hip. Big circle with the left knee again. Circle it the other way. Bring your left knee in between your arms. Left ankle in front of the right thigh. Push the hips back. Okay, now you're going to step your left hand next to your right hand. Turn your right toes towards the right, pressing your heel down, right arm up to the sky, and then push your hips down. You can have a little wiggle here, see how all that feels. And we take the right hand back to the left hand, take your left arm, hand back out, and then back into your funky chair. Yes, so left foot inside left thumb. Come up into your high lunge. Press the palms together, take the hands behind the head, squeeze the elbows and lift the chest up. Breath into all that space. Breath out. Bring the hands back through center. We twist towards the left, right elbow onto your knee. And then try not let that right hip drop down. So you kind of have to itch it up a bit. Or hitch it up a bit. One more breath. Good. Now taking your hands either side of the front foot. Work on straightening that left leg, and it might not straighten completely. That's fine. Squeeze your left hip back in space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the leg. Swinging the left leg to the back of the mat. Into your plank pose. Let the heels fall to the right. Pick the heels up, let them fall to the left. Do that a few times. And now let the heels fall to the right. Swing the left arm up. Left hand comes down. Pick the heels up and let the right arm float up. A few more times like that. Right hand down, heels to the right, left arm up. And then left arm down, heels to the left, right arm up. Good, taking the right hand back down, heels back up, bend your knees, push the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Yeah, lower your knees for a little moment. Sit back into your heels. Relax, child's pose. So how does all that feel? First, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but how does it feel? It's quite a lot to do in the very first part of the class. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more movement in your body, a little bit more alive, a little bit more awake. Let's keep on moving and see how we go. So making your way up onto all fours. Let the belly sink, tuck the toes and lift the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Yeah, you can have a little wiggle here if that feels nice for you. Especially if you're doing this in the morning, it's always nice to wiggle. Okay, so let's lift the right leg up, bend the knee and open up that hip. Bring your right knee into your nose, right ankle in front of the left thigh, push your hips back. Step your right hand next to your left hand. Turn the toes towards the left, the heel drops down, the left arm comes out. I almost fell then. Let's push down. Yes, good. Now bring your left hand next to your right hand, come back into funky chair in a downward dog. Right foot lands inside right thumb. And come up, high lunge. Press your palms together, take the hands behind the head, squeeze the arms into the ears and lean it back. From here, can you take your right arm behind you, rest it onto the left leg and extend your left arm back. Drop the back heel, 45, open up your left arm, right arm comes forwards, right foot towards the left side, warrior two. Again, right hand comes down, touch the floor, big circle with the left arm, front foot to the back. Your elbows brush by the rib cage, your first vinyasa. Come into cobra up dog, feel like your arms up in the sky, your hands behind your head here. And then take it straight up and back into your downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out, squeeze the heels down. Yes, let's swing the left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up your hip. Bring your left knee into your nose, in between your arms. And then left ankle on top of the right thigh. Funky chair. Left hand next to your right hand. Turn the toes towards the right, sit the hips down, right arm up to the sky. And then right hand comes back. Left hand goes back over, back into your chair. Take your left foot inside your left thumb, come up into a high lunge, lift your arms up. Press your palms together, hands behind your head, squeeze the elbows into the ears as you lean it back. Take your left hand behind you, maybe you can rest it on your right leg, and then extend your right fingers to the back of the mat. Open up your right arm, drop the back heel, left arm forwards, left foot towards the right side. Warrior two. Left hand comes down, big circle with the right arm, and then front foot to the back. Now your vinyasa, elbows brush by the rib cage. Feel the upward dog here, lifting your chest up, and then take it up and back, downward facing dog. Breath in, try and lift the sit bones up. Breath out. Let's swing the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip. Right knee in between your arms, right ankle in front of that left thigh. Push the hips up. Right hand next to the left hand. Swivel the toes towards the left. Sit the hips down and lift your left arm up. Yes. Lower your left hand down. Come back through your chair. And then right foot inside right thumb. High lunge. Arms up. Palms together. Hands behind your head. Squeeze the elbows back. The right hand back onto your left leg. Extend your left arm up and back. Good, ground your back heel, come through, warrior two, adjust your front foot. Well done. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back, breathe into the right side. Now right forearm five, or right hand inside right foot. Left arm up and overhead. Just for fun, you could work on straightening that right leg. See how that feels with the hands on the floor. Might be too much, so you'll keep the knee bent. Now the eyes looking down. Bend your front knee, come back, warrior two. Right hand comes down, touch the floor. Big circle with the left arm, front foot to the back. Your vinyasa. Chaturanga down, cobra up dog, and then back into that downward facing dog. Breath in once you get there. Breath out. Left leg up to the sky, bend the knee and open up the hip. Hopefully your breathing is helping you to stay calm. Left knee into nose, inside the arms, left ankle on the top of the right thigh. Push those hips up. Left hand next to the right hand. Swivel the toes, sit the hips down low, right arm up to the sky. Good, right hand comes back, come back into your chair, left hand, over to the left side, and left foot inside, left thumb. Come up, high lunge. How are we doing? Palms together, hands behind you, squeeze the elbows in, hope you're getting to know the sequence now. Take your left hand all the way back. Reach your right arm all the way back. Hold it, breathe. And open up your right arm, bring your left arm forwards. Left foot towards the right side, warrior two. Good, flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Breathe into the left side. And you've got your two options now. Forearm on the thigh, or left hand inside the left foot. Right arm up and overhead. Breathe here. You can work on straightening that front leg if it's an option for you. Your hand could be on a block, or you could just keep it bent. Looking down, bend the front knee, come back, warrior two. Left hand comes down, touch the floor, big circle with the right arm, and then front foot to the back. Find your plank and your vinyasa. Cobra up dog, and then meet me in downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out as you push your hips up high. From here, just lower your knees for a moment. Sit back into your heels. I give you a few seconds break if you need it. quite a moving practice today, and moving around the mat quite a bit. And we're going to add on, yeah, so we're going to move around the mat a little bit more. While you're having a quick break, I will show you. So we'll bring the knee to the left elbow, foot out to the side. We played with this yesterday. Come and send that left arm up, and you want to try and bring your left knee to your left elbow. And what we're going to do is bring the left knee to the elbow and then pop it at the top of the mat and take your foot all the way to the back and into your high lunge. All right, so let's add that in somewhere. We'll add it in somewhere. Okay, so let's come up onto all fours, full of beans and anticipation. Tuck in the toes, lift the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. All right, so let's lift the right leg up, bend the knee, open up that hip. Right knee into nose, right foot, right knee into nose, in between the arms, and then right ankle on the front of that left thigh. So all of this the same. Right hand next to the left hand, turn the toes to the left, sit the hips down and lift your left arm up. So all of this is quite nice and familiar now. Good, left hand comes down, swivel the hips back into your funky chair. And now bring your right knee to your left elbow and extend the leg over towards the left side. You're on the edge of that left foot. Wiggle your left leg, sorry, at the edge of your right foot. Wiggle your left leg back, draw your chest forwards, come up onto your left fingertips. Reach your left arm forwards. Drop the back heel and lift your hips up. Yes, now bring your left knee to your left elbow and then pop it at the top of your mat. Once you've got there, take your right leg to the very back of the mat. And then into your high lunge. Did we all make it there? So left leg is forwards, right leg is back. Palms together, take the hands behind your head. Squeeze the arms into the ears, you know this bit. Now open up the chest. Take the left hand behind you and extend your right arm. Good, drop the back heel, come through into your warrior two. Don't forget to adjust that front foot. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards and back. Breathe into the left side. Straighten your left leg now and come into triangle shape. Left hand can be on your shin, right arm to the sky. You can keep both sides of the body long. Left hand goes outside the left leg on the floor. One more breath. Looking down, bend your front knee, come back into that warrior two shape, yes. Good, left hand down, touch the floor. Big circle with the right arm. Good, and then let's take the left knee to the left wrist. Left foot towards the right wrist. Pigeon pose. Walk your hands forwards. Now from here, could you press your palms together? Walk the elbows forwards as far as you can, and then rest the hands behind your head. Take some long breaths. Enjoy the stretch in the outer left hip and in the shoulders, in the chest. Releasing the arms, walk your way back up. I'm just going to bend in this right leg now. Squeeze the heel into the bum. Actively draw it in. Use your hamstring to pull it in. Right hand goes back, catch hold of the foot, and then squeeze the heel towards your bum. Now, if you need, you can have a block underneath your left hip. You cannot squeeze the heel down so much. Maybe you can't catch hold of the foot, and that's fine. Just reach for it. One more breath. How's that quad doing there? When you're ready, release your right leg. Hopefully you're building up a nice bit of heat. Tuck your back toes and then take your left leg up to the side. You're going to bend your knee and open up that hip. Good, let's lower your left foot next to the right. Wiggle, 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 just to give you a little break, but we're lifting that left leg up again in a minute. So we'll take the left leg up to the sky, bend the knee and open up that hip. We were just there. Bring your left knee in between your arms, left ankle in front of the right thigh. Push the hips back. Hopefully that's feeling a little bit better now. Bring your left hand to your right hand. Swivel the heel towards the left. Sit the hips down, right arm up to the sky. Right hand comes back. Come back into your funky chair in a down dog. Left hand goes over to the left side. And then we'll bring your left knee to your right elbow and extend the leg over towards the right side. That's it. Now wiggle your right foot back. Draw your chest forwards. Come onto your right fingertips. Reach your right arm forwards and then open up the hip. All right, this is your challenging moment. Bend your right leg. Try and bring your right knee to your right elbow. Right foot at the top of the mat. It might not be too elegant, but you will get there. Left leg to the back of the mat. Come up into your high lunge. Press your palms together. Take your hands behind your head. We are there. That's it. Squeeze the elbows in. Lift the chest up. Take your right hand behind you. Extend your left arm nice and straight. And then ground the back heel, come into your warrior two. Adjust your front foot. Well done. Press your shoulder blades down. Push your arms down. Flip the front palm, reach forwards and back. Breathe into the right side. And then straighten the front leg. Come through your triangle shape. Right hand onto the shin. Twist the chest towards the left. Maybe your right hand goes behind your right leg. As long as both sides of the body are long, that's what we're aiming for here. Well done. Looking down, bend your front knee, come back into your warrior two. Nice, guys. Right hand comes down, touch the floor. Big circle with the left arm. Pick the heel up, walk the right foot over, and then right knee to your right wrist, right foot towards the left wrist. Pigeon. Maybe that's a big relief there. Walk your hands forwards. Palms together, forehead down towards the floor. And then let's bring the thumbs to the back of the head. Yeah, thumbs to the back of the head, pushing down through your elbows, getting that lovely extension upwards. Maybe it's not so lovely. Take one more breath. And then releasing the arms, walk your way back up. You're good right here, you can stay here. Or you can bend that left leg in. So you're using your hamstring, the strength of the hamstring to draw it in. Then backstroke your left arm all the way back. Catch hold of the foot and squeeze your heel into your bum. Feel any tightness from the quad dissipate as you breathe. Take one more breath. Excellent, good. Releasing this left leg. Hands come down, tuck your back toes, and let's take your right leg all the way up to the sky. Bend the knee, open up that hip here. Lowering your right foot next to the left. Bend your knees and look forwards. You're going to jump, step, float your feet inside your hands, and then take the legs all the way through to seated. Give the legs a little shake once you get there. How are we feeling? You're feeling wonderful for sure. So flex through your feet, Push down to your fingertips. Let's bend the knees. Lift up tall. Rest your belly on your thighs. Walk your hands forwards. Maybe catch hold of the edges of your feet. See if you can slide the feet forwards without losing contact on the thighs with the belly. Yeah, so go as far as you can go while maintaining contact, thighs onto the belly, or belly onto the thighs. Inhale. Exhale. When you get to your maximum, stay there, breathe into it. It's quite an opening of the chest practice. So now just closing things off a little bit before we go back to opening up. One more breath. And then slowly come all the way back up. Bring the soles of the feet together. Knees open. Catch hold of your toes. Lift up nice and tall. And then start to walk your way forwards. Relax. You can hunch if you like. Do whatever you need to do. Just catch your breath. Catch a moment. Yeah. And then walk your way back up. And you can just bring your feet wherever is comfortable for a minute. Maybe one foot in front of the other. Okay, now palms together. Hands up and over your head. Put the elbows behind your head and squeeze those elbows in. Now, while you are here, think about opening your palms to the hands. So your thumbs stay in contact, but the palms open. Yeah, so I'll just turn in case you're not sure. You're having your thumbs touching and your baby fingers go away from each other and you're opening up the palms of the hands. Yeah. And while you do that, keep the elbows lifting upwards towards the sky. So now try and keep this shape. See if this is possible. You can release your legs, maybe walk your way a little bit further forwards and lower down onto your back. And try and put your palms flat onto the floor there. The elbows will be off the floor and your head will be resting in your wrists, kind of, round about by your wrists. Have your feet flat, yeah? Just see if anything doesn't feel right, then you change it. Yeah, you can bring your palms flat down by your ears. You're going to lift your hips up to the sky and now push down into the palms of the hands so the elbows go on the floor. And then keep pushing down into the elbows so you roll up onto the forearms and then come into a little version of wheel. So you might get there, you might not. You go to bridge, just lifting the hips up if that feels good. Or you play with finding your way into this shape. Good. So now if you bring one palm on top of the other, the palms face up now, then you can bring your chin to your chest, or cradle your head and lower yourself back down. Release. Have your feet as wide as the mat, knees together, windscreen right for the legs. Of course, we're going to try that one more time. I'm sure that if it's new for some of you, I know I have done it with some of you before, a couple of years ago now, in the pod. Let's give it a go again. Okay, so let's come up to seated. If you can get into it lying down on the floor, do that. Palms together, take the hands behind you. Open up the palms of the hands so those thumbs are touching. And you're going to try and lower down so that your palms rest on the floor. And your head is kind of resting in your forearms. Your elbows are off the floor at this point. Yeah, now you could just change the hands so you have them by your ears, the normal way. You can lift your hips up and stay there in bridge, or lift the hips up and push your elbows down into the mat. Keep pushing the elbows down into the mat as you lift your chest up, your head up, and into this version of wheel. Yeah, or you do your normal wheel. But we've been prepping for this the whole class. So I like to stack my palms on top of each other here, facing upwards, and I cradle my head as I lower back down. Good. Once you get there, collapse. Have your feet as wide as the mat. Knees together. Wings scream right for the legs. Oh, well done, guys. I hope you feel good. We'll hug the knees into the chest. That'll feel nice now. And then let both knees fall to the right side into a twist. Slowing it down now. Close your eyes. Slow breaths in and out through your nose. How much of the left shoulder blade can you feel on the floor? Bring the knees back into the chest and we'll take them over to the other side. Using the left hand maybe to press the right knee down. And come back through your center. I would like to take a plow pose, but you could also take happy baby, holding onto the outer edges of the feet. Otherwise, take the legs up and over your head. Use your hands to support your back. Now, even though we've done this whole practice, this might still feel a little bit stiff. Yeah, a little bit unhappy to go into the shape. It certainly does for me. So take your time, let your breath flow, relax into the shape. Take one more breath. And put your palms flat onto the floor and slowly lower the spine down. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees open. Now we've got one more pose to go. But for a moment, just take your arms up and over your head. Let your knees open and let your hips stretch. Let your shoulders relax, let your head relax. Your face, your jaw. I'll bring the knees up together. Extend your legs out nice and straight. Point your toes, lift your right hip up. Place your right arm underneath your right hip. The arm is straight. Lift your left hip up, press your left arm underneath your left hip. Both elbows are bent now. Can you feel the palms of the hands on the floor? Really grip down into the fingertips. Point your toes, bend your elbows and lift your chest up. And you can let your head fall back. Try not to put too much weight on your head, but fish pose. Squeeze the chest up to the sky, squeeze the elbows down into the mat. And chin to chest. And start to lower yourself all the way down. Good, release the hands. Lovely, guys, and then just bring your knees back into your chest now. Give them a nice hug. So we're going to take the hands behind the thighs, roll up to seated. And I would like, if I can, to bring you back into seated on your heels like we were at the very beginning. And of course, if this is no good for you, then you could use a block. Yeah, you could sit on a block so it takes the weight off your feet a little bit. You could always sit cross-legged as well, but rest your hands on your thighs, lift your shoulders up and down the back. So give the head a little shake from side to side. So it's quite a moving practice, up and down. Maybe you built up some tension in your neck, shoulders. So we'll let the right ear fall towards the right shoulder, squeeze your left shoulder down the back. then let your chin just drop to your chest and swing the head over towards the left side. And that's it, and then press your right shoulder down the back. And letting the chin drop towards the chest. You can keep the head there now, chin pressing towards the throat. And then turn the chin up to the sky, and we'll stretch the front of the throat there. Bring your chin back parallel towards the floor, and then just let your eyes close down. So let yourself move your awareness to your sit bones. Your sit bones either sitting into the block or into your heels. And then from the sit bones, follow the natural shape of your spine. Does it feel like your posture maybe has changed a little bit now after the practice? Just finishing off with some breathing. We're always breathing, but mindfully breathing. We'll take a breath in all together through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Breathe in for the count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath for 2, 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath for 1, 2. And then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath for 1, 2. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Changing it now. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your breath for 1, 2. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Hold for 2. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, inhale for 4. Hold for 2. Exhale for 8. Inhale fully, get to the top of your inhale. Hold the breath, just bring your chin to your throat. You're holding all the energy inside you. Locking it with the throat, Jalandhara Bandha. And then lifting the head, open mouth, exhale, let it go. Breathe normally in and out through your nose. Let's notice, observe, how does it all feel? You might feel like just for the next 5 minutes, just sitting here in stillness, basking in your practice. If you have to get on with your day, you can start to breathe a little bit deeper. You can maybe rub your hands up and down your thighs. And bring your palms together. Thumbs up to the third eye. Just press the thumbs there into the center of the forehead. You can rub them up and down. It feels quite nice. And namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Just wipe your eyes and your face awake. Have a beautiful rest of the day, guys. Maybe you need to have a little nap now. Hope you feel nice and open, lifted open. As always, let me know if you've got any questions.